Welcome to my channel, Amorous Intimacy. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. 5 signs you may not be ready for a relationship. Today we are diving into the complexities of love and relationships. It's a journey that most of us embark on, but are we truly ready? This is a question worth asking. Love is wonderful, but it can also be complex and challenging. Relationships require us to be at our best, to be open, understanding, and above all, self-aware. Self-awareness is the key to a healthy relationship. It's about knowing who we are, what we want, and how we react to situations. It's about understanding our strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears. But most importantly, it's about recognizing our readiness to embark on the journey of love. Are we ready to open our hearts? Are we prepared to face our fears? Can we handle the ups and downs that come with love? These are tough questions, but necessary. So, stay tuned as we explore the 5 signs that might indicate you're not quite ready for a relationship. First, let's tackle the fear of vulnerability. It's a common fear, one that often stems from past experiences. Maybe you've been hurt before, or perhaps you've watched someone else suffer. It's only natural to want to shield yourself from those painful feelings. But here's the thing, vulnerability isn't a weakness. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It's courage, it's strength, it's a testament to your resilience. You see, vulnerability is about opening up, about letting someone else see your true self, flaws and all. It's about sharing your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your insecurities. It's about being authentic, about being real. And yes, that can be scary, but it can also be incredibly liberating. Think of it this way. When you open up to someone, you're not just sharing your weaknesses. You're also sharing your strengths. You're showing them that you're human, that you're real, that you're relatable. And in doing so, you're building a connection, a bond, a relationship that's based on trust and mutual respect. So take a moment to reflect. How comfortable are you with vulnerability? Do you shy away from opening up, or do you embrace it? Remember, it's okay to be scared, it's okay to feel uncomfortable, but it's also important to push past those fears, to step outside of your comfort zone, because that's where growth happens. That's where connections are made. Embracing vulnerability is a vital step towards building a healthy relationship. Next up, we discuss the role of self-love in a relationship. The lack of self-love is like navigating through life without a compass. It's a journey fraught with self-doubt, insecurity, and the constant need for validation from others. But how do you know if you're lacking in self-love? Well, signs of low self-esteem can be subtle. You might find yourself constantly comparing yourself to others, or perhaps you're overly critical of your own mistakes, unable to grant yourself the same forgiveness and understanding you extend to those around you. Now, why is self-love so vital in a relationship? Imagine trying to pour from an empty cup. It's impossible, right? This is precisely what happens when you attempt to love someone else without first loving yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. So how can you cultivate self-love? Start by acknowledging your worth. You are unique, valuable, and deserving of love and respect. Practice self-care. Take time to nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Embrace your imperfections. They make you human, they make you real. And most importantly, remember that self-love is not a destination, but a journey. It requires patience, perseverance, and kindness towards oneself. It's about learning to be your own best friend, your own cheerleader, and your own source of strength. Remember, you cannot truly love another until you love yourself. Communication is the backbone of any relationship. It's the lifeblood that keeps the heart of connection beating. But what happens when that lifeblood becomes a trickle, or worse, stops completely? One of the most obvious signs of an inability to communicate is the consistent misunderstanding or misinterpretation of what's being said. You might feel like you're speaking different languages, even when you're using the same words. This is often accompanied by a feeling of frustration, like you're stuck in a maze with no exit in sight. Another red flag is the avoidance of tough conversations. If the thought of discussing something serious makes your stomach churn, it might be a signal that your communication skills need some work. Healthy relationships thrive on openness and honesty, even when the truth is uncomfortable. Now let's talk about the silent treatment. If you or your partner resort to silence as a weapon, it's a clear indication that communication is breaking down. Silence, used in this way, can be as harmful as harsh words. So, how can we improve? One word: practice. Start with small, non-threatening conversations. Express your feelings using I statements like, "I feel upset when," instead of blaming the other person. Listen actively, not just to respond, but to understand. And remember, it's okay to ask for clarification if something isn't clear. effective communication will make your relationships flourish. It's a skill that needs constant nurturing, but the rewards are worth every effort. Now let's tackle codependency. It's a term you've probably heard before, but what does it really mean? Simply put, codependency is a behavioral condition in a relationship where one person enables another person's addiction, poor mental health, immaturity, irresponsibility, or underachievement. It's an emotional and behavioral condition that affects an individual's ability to have a healthy, mutually satisfying relationship. There are several signs of codependency you can look for. Do you find yourself constantly sacrificing your own needs for the sake of your partner? Is your sense of self-worth tied to their approval? Do you struggle to set boundaries and say no? These are all indications of codependent behavior. Codependency can lead to an imbalance in the relationship, where one person is constantly giving and the other is constantly taking. This is not only unhealthy, but it's also unsustainable in the long run. A relationship should not consume your identity, but rather, it should complement it. That's why it's so crucial to maintain independence and personal growth within your relationships. It's about finding that delicate balance between me and we. You should be able to pursue your own interests, maintain your own friendships, and have time to yourself. Remember, you are your own person, even when you're part of a couple. Cultivating your individual identity within a relationship is key to maintaining a balanced partnership. Lastly, we talk about the impact of personal issues on relationships. You see, unresolved personal issues can become ticking time bombs in relationships. They may lie dormant for a while, but eventually they'll surface, often leading to conflict, misunderstanding, and emotional turmoil. These issues can take many forms. Perhaps it's a past trauma that hasn't been fully processed. Maybe it's a deep-seated fear of abandonment or rejection, stemming from childhood experiences. It could be a tendency to self-sabotage, rooted in low self-esteem. Or perhaps it's a chronic health issue that you've been avoiding. These issues manifest in our relationships in a myriad of ways. They can lead to overreactions, misinterpretations, and a constant feeling of unease. They can make us push people away or cling too tightly out of fear. They can make us see problems where there aren't any, or ignore real issues because we're too afraid to face them. Addressing these personal challenges before entering a relationship is crucial. It's like cleaning your house before you invite someone over. You wouldn't want your guests to trip over your clutter, would you? Similarly, dealing with your personal issues helps create a healthier, more serene relational space. And remember, it's okay to seek professional help. Therapists, counselors, and coaches are trained to help you navigate these personal challenges. They can provide you with tools, strategies, and insights that can help you heal and grow. Tackling personal challenges head-on prepares you for a healthier relationship. To recap, self-awareness and personal growth are paramount in preparing for a relationship. We've journeyed through 5 potential signs that you may not be ready for a relationship just yet. These include a fear of vulnerability, a lack of self-love, an inability to communicate effectively, codependent behavior, and unresolved personal issues. Remember, vulnerability fosters intimacy and connection. Self-love is the foundation, the bedrock on which healthy relationships are built. Communication is the lifeline that keeps relationships thriving. Strive for interdependence rather than codependence, and address personal issues to avoid bringing them into your relationships. The journey to self-awareness and personal growth is an ongoing one, full of twists and turns. It's not about achieving perfection, but about growing, learning, and evolving. Your well-being and self-love should always come first. We encourage you to reflect on these signs and share your thoughts in the comments. We hope you found this video insightful and helpful. If you did, don't hesitate to hit the like button and share it with those who might benefit from it. Every like, share, and comment helps us reach more people, fostering a community that supports personal growth and self-love. Your thoughts are truly important to us. So, if you have any suggestions for future relationship topics you'd like us to cover, do let us know in the comments section. We're all ears. And for those of you who haven't done so already, do consider subscribing to our channel. We have a lot of exciting content coming your way, delving deeper into personal growth and relationships. We promise it'll be worth your while. We can't thank you enough for your time and engagement. It's you who make this journey worthwhile. Thank you for being a part of our journey. Until next time, keep growing and loving yourself.